158th time, this time for the SoCon title. And the opening tap is won by the Terriers. Dylan Bailey. Now Corey Tripp to the post for Kyler Filowich. One of the big names you'll hear about tonight. Tripp trying to get by Ben Vanderwall. Inside to Filowich. Easy layup for Kyler Filowich.
That is what Wofford does. They make sure they put a point of emphasis in getting those paint touches, whether through entry or ball drives, and they're starting the right way early.
P.J. Smith Jr. The kick wide open. Garrett Heen, three, no good. Wofford with the same lineup that they trotted out yesterday in the win against BMI. The three is in, plus the foul. Justin Bailey, a 4-point play opportunity on the way.
Whenever you see Justin Bailey knocking down the three early in the game, it can make for a long night, whoever's playing against Wofford. Stepped into it with confidence, drew the contact. Now he's on the line for a free one.
Both teams are electric from deep as Bailey misses the free throw, and it's kept alive for a new possession for the Terriers. Sivills. Jackson Sivills from deep. 8-0 Terriers.
This couldn't be a better start for Wofford.
Smith, Anderson, Vanderwall, Heen, and Bowser, the 5 for Bob Ritchie. The lob to Cooper Bowser. That's how they started the win against Chattanooga yesterday.
That's how you want to put a statement down if you're Furman. Had a couple of bad possessions there to start the game. Defensive miscues, but you clean it up with a big-time dunk.
Dylan Bailey. 10 seconds to shoot. Corey Tripp trying to cross up Vanderwall. Controlled by the Paladins. Vanderwall inside, blocked at the rim. Great defensive play made by Jackson Sivills. The kick to the corner. Bailey three, no good. Tip. The fight down low, won by the Paladins. They'll get the basketball.
Right now we are seeing Wofford play Alcatraz defense, doing everything they can to make every shot difficult for Furman to score the ball at the rim. Big time block.
The Paladins have won 6 games in a row to get to this point. Nick Anderson, one of the big names you'll hear about for this Furman offense. He can knock it down from deep. Bowser falling away from the rim, flips it up, missed it. Jackson Sivills has been all over the floor early on for Wofford. He's got the basketball here. Sivills. Down to 5 to shoot. Bailey falls to the floor. Smith took it away, and now a foul. This will be against Justin Bailey.
You gotta love the defensive stand there for Furman, understanding that they haven't got as many possessions as Wofford so far. And you see Smith doing a good job of playing with his chest, staying in front of his offensive player and making sure he got the stop.
An 8-2 lead early on for Wofford. Heen working down low, ball poked away by Kamari Holmes, who's into the game for the first time. Heen in trouble, swiped away by Filowich.
You can see that Wofford's doing a great job of doubling the post.
Filowich is fouled, and he'll go to the line, and we'll get a chance to see that much talked about free throw release of Kyler Filowich after the first foul picked up by Cooper Bowser.
Yeah, Filowich is such a good player out there, dominates the post, but one thing that he is very good at that people don't talk about much is his ability to pass the ball. He is usually the motor to the engine here, where he passes the ball out at a high clip and gets people high percentage shots.
Filowich from the free throw line, 31% on the year. He goes with the underhanded toss taught to him by legendary Hall of Famer Rick Barry. Barry came in during the season to help out Filowich, who wanted to change his delivery to the free throw line. And he gets 1 out of 2 there.
And here's the thing. At first when I saw it, I thought he was trolling me, right? But the more and more you understand the changes he's had to make to get to that free throw, feel comfortable with it, the crowd backs him on it, the coaches back him on it. As long as his confidence is up and it leads to him playing high percentage basketball on top of the free throws, everybody's good with it.
Inside, the layup no good from Luke Flynn. And the wild miss leads to a Furman possession. Vanderwall to the rack, lays it up and in, plus the foul. Ben Vanderwall and 1. He'll go to the line when we return. Wofford up early. ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Principal. Let's build a retirement and benefits plan that works for your team.
Meet Patty, self-appointed social chair, but her capacity to care is unmatched. You need Patty. Patty needs a retirement plan. Work with Principal so we can help you with a plan that's right for Patty. Let our expertise round out yours.
Businesses work best when they put people first. Your dedicated Cintas service reps help make sure your team has the essential products they need, where and when they need them, to help keep them looking great, feeling confident, and ready to be their best. Get Cintas.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Something brought us here, to a time and a place where your decisions can actually drive change. Where extra achievers become ultra-curricular. Where a private institution serves a greater public mission. At Furman University, opportunity is all around you. So take our commitment, combine it with everything you're capable of, and the world will be forced to take notice.
Lynn? Are you hiding from used car shopping?
What if I overpaid?
That's nothing to be afraid of.
Show me, Carfax.
Knowing how a car's accident history impacts price means you don't have to overpay.
Way better.
No fear, just Fox. Say show me at Carfax.com.
It's Saturday primetime in a Sunday showcase doubleheader on ABC.
This team has been written off time and time again. Nobody had us winning this game. But then you look at the little thing to the left and it says 24-8. And then today it says 25-8, which means no team in the Southern Conference has as many wins as this group. But everybody wants to talk about everybody else for some reason, and that's fine. But this team has embraced that.
Bob Ritchie used the phrase chip on the shoulder when talking about his team and how they're viewed. They started the season 13-1, and then when they got into league play, look, the SoCon is one of the toughest leagues around. They went 11-7, and perhaps because of that, went under the radar.
Yeah, and I don't think people understand the parity that goes on in the SoCon, and it's positive parity. Every team is capable, 1 through 8, of beating the other. And so Coach Ritchie, understandably, has something to say about that. He wishes they could get a pass very similar to how the SEC gets a pass, because it's good teams beating up on each other.
For Furman, only one other team in program history has won over 25 games in a season, and it was the one he coached that went to the NCAA tournament and upset Virginia in 2023. That squad won 28 games. 10 seconds to shoot for Flynn. The kick out to Holmes. Holmes. Now Lorenz. Lorenz, fadeaway jumper, no good. Grabbed by Edrin Bronson. The offensive drought continues for Wofford after a quick start.
That's one thing Wofford is going to have to make sure that they do well is defensive rebounding, limiting Wofford to one possession so that they can't get a secondary point and then get themselves going offensively.
Charles Johnston into the contest. Johnston to the rack, no good. Grabbed by Filowich. Wofford has missed on 4 straight field goals. They haven't scored from the field in over 4 minutes. Lorenz trying to create. Jeremy Lorenz banging away down low. Contested shot, tip to Johnston. Smith. Quiet start for him so far. No shots. He, along with Nick Anderson, are the 2 leading scorers in this tournament thus far.
That is by design. Wofford is doing a really good job of blanketing Smith, making it tough for him to see any daylight towards the rim or where he can take a shot.
Tripp looking for a screen from Filowich. Tripp, floater, missed it. House steps into a 3, no good. Offensive rebound, grabbed momentarily by Johnston, tied up by Holmes. Possession arrow to Furman. The head coach of the Wofford Terriers, Dwight Perry, and he is somebody who is very familiar with Bob Ritchie. They were on the same staff at Furman.
Yeah, he was his assistant. Obviously, they're good friends. I mean, but he's done a fantastic job here at Wofford. I mean, creating an offensive system that is effective. I mean, they do a little bit of everything. They play through their bigs. Really good team.
3-on-1 run out. Easy layup for Justin Bailey.
You can see that defense from Wofford is so stingy. It's leading to high percentage shots for them, giving them possessions that they're looking for.
4th turnover of the game for the Paladins, and that ends the drought offensively as Davis Molnar can't knock down the 3.
I don't know if that was by design where Wofford gave Molnar that space, but he is definitely capable of making that 3.
Sivills inside to Lorenz. Lorenz blasting through Tom House and scoring. Powerful move.
That was a dog move right there. I mean, really just absorbed the contact, went through the defense, scored, saw it through. Wasn't looking for a foul either.
Anderson can't square up to shoot, dumps it down to Molnar. Molnar flip shot, no good. Grabbed by Bronson. Slow start for Furman's offense. They've missed on 6 of their last 7 shots. And that will be a foul against Charles Johnston, an illegal screen.
Yeah, you can see that Furman is upset there, but at the same time, in these types of high-pressure games, things are going to be seen, things are going to be heightened, and it's about Furman's response. When they make a mistake, how is your resolve out of those situations?
Good cut to the rim, easy layup for Jackson Sivills. It's the largest lead of the game for the Terriers. 15-5 lead, and John, the offense right now for Wofford has given them the advantage.
One of the top systems in the conference, passing, cutting, finishing at the basket. Right now, Wofford is on one.
When choosing the right gear to cut, trim, or mow your yard, Ace has all the power you need to get the job done right. Because gas or battery, your local Ace is the destination with the best power brands all under one roof, like Steel, Ego, Milwaukee, and Toro. And with free assembly and delivery or ready for pickup in 15 minutes. Conquering your outdoor projects has never been easier. Around the block, what you need in stock, with service so good it's guaranteed.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Target made Up and Up for you, helping you save on storage solutions with bags in all shapes and sizes. So everything has a home. Everyday favorites at unbeatable prices. We made Up and Up for you, only at Target. Northern.
You're so much more than just a landowner. You're a gardener, a groundskeeper, and a landscaper. That's why you need versatile, durable Kubota equipment.
There's some things that work better together, like your workplace benefits and retirement savings. Voya provides tools that help you make the right investment and benefit choices so you can reach today's financial goals and look forward to a more confident future.
Voya, well planned, well invested, well protected.
15-5 lead for Wofford in the SoCon championship game. In the last two games in the SoCon tournament for each side, they've been outstanding from behind the arc, John, and so far it's been Wofford who has the early advantage in that area.
Yeah, and here's the thing, you can never tap one team out just because of the start, right? We know what both of these teams are capable of. Wofford is starting hot. That is how they beat Furman in their first game, and it's going to have to come down to who finishes up in this half on top. Normally, we see something usually goes positive for the team that's winning in halftime.
Thanks for joining us tonight in Asheville, North Carolina, in what is an electric atmosphere here. The fans for Wofford and Furman will not be exchanging holiday greeting cards anytime soon. And this adding to the rivalry. And now a trip to the NCAA tournament on the line tonight. An early lead for Wofford of 10 points. Third meeting all time between these two programs in the championship game. Wofford getting the Duke both times. Smith heats up to start. So P.J. Smith Jr. finally gets a field goal attempt and a three.
Well, here's what we have to say is he finally got some daylight. He hasn't seen much daylight due to Wofford really putting pressure and playing him with physicality on the defensive end.
Smith had 25 points in the win against Chattanooga yesterday. The block by Bowser. He's the team leader in that category. Trip three, no good.
I like that matchup with Bowser, showing those guys he is not afraid down there.
A foul on the drive by Smith will go to the line for a pair. Corey Tripp picks up the foul. That is his first. Team foul number 3 for the Terriers. Champ Week continues tonight with the West Coast Conference semifinals. Pepperdine and St. Mary's in the first game at 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific on ESPN, with San Francisco and Gonzaga at 11:30 Eastern, 8:30 Pacific on ESPN2. P.J. Smith has been automatic from the free throw line in this tournament, 16 of 16. Jackson Sivills on a heater to start out this contest.
Yeah, he's letting Furman know that if you do not meet him on the catch, he is going to make you pay.
Banked in and won by P.J. Smith Jr., a 4-point play chance.
Here's the thing, everybody knows when P.J. Smith Jr. sees it go in, he can be unstoppable. And right now, Wofford does not have an answer for him. Him coming off of that DHO, getting to his spot. Too little, too late. the bank is open.
PJ Smith shooting 1.
PJ Smith Jr., the leader on this team. And he bangs in another free throw to cut it to a 4-point contest. Smith with the last 9 points here for Furman as Justin Bailey answers with a deep one.
What a response from Justin Bailey.
Anderson pops a 3, missed it, and Justin Bailey grabs a rebound. Filowich finds open real estate for a dunk.
You know what? I didn't know that he could jump like that. I didn't know if he could dunk. I mean, the way he plays low to the ground. He's burly, so you don't know if he can get up like that, but definitely impressive to see Filowich get off the ground and make a statement dunk. Definitely needed for Wofford as far as momentum goes.
Hey, if you go up tonight, you better go up trying to hammer that thing. Tripp. Crossing over, gets to the rim and scores.
And the defensive stops from Wofford are paying dividends for this Terrier crew.
The lead at 11 for Wofford. House pops a 3, no good. Loose ball foul on Ben Vanderwall as Justin Bailey beat him to the spot.
Checking in for Furman, number 13.
Kyler Filowich, John, getting inside and the dunk.
You know, I'm just impressed by the attempt here. I thought it was an F350, but he's got a little diesel in those legs. I'm feeling it.
For those of you who are uninitiated, my partner's nickname is the Jet. And as a part of that, you could get up off the ground a little bit.
I'm a connoisseur of fine dunks, but I'm also a guy that respects it when you know that guys don't really get off the earth like that. Filowich may have taken years off his life with that one.
He's looking for the ball. Denied, though, by Bronson. 10 seconds to shoot. Luke Flynn. Back to Filowich inside, and that's going to be a foul against Cooper Bowser. And that is number 2 on Bowser, and let's see what Bob Ritchie elects to do.
Listen, Bowser is so important for Furman because he serves as that rim protector, that shot alterer. And if he is out of the game, when you have a guy like Filowich down there in the paint, he is difficult to stop.
There you go. And one for Kyler Filowich. A 9-0 run put together by the Terriers.
You see how hard he's working down there? You got to feed him. I mean, he's been working extremely hard. He's paid his dues in making sure that Furman keeps the difference. Big time finish there.
Back to the line.
Kyler Filowich shooting 1.
Goes Kyler Filowich. One out of 2. First time around at the line. Bronson with a rebound. These teams split their pair of regular season games as each team won on the other's home court. In both of those games, the team that was leading at halftime won. Bronson can't get the roll. Heen, what a follow by Garrett Heen.
That was a much-needed point for Furman that have really struggled to get their offense going, and that is a testament to Wofford's defense. I mean, they are clouding the gaps. They're making twos tough. They're closing out with pressure and force on the three-point line. They've been great.
Bailey lost a grip, stepped out of bounds. Kyler Filowich and the Terriers standing on business down low, John.
Yeah, he has been a big-time player in that paint area. At first you don't succeed, pick yourself up and try again. Big-time finish, Kyle Phillips.
It's about that time what you waiting on. All night till the break of dawn.
Wherever they take you. With over 30 hotel brands, Marriott Bonvoy has a brand for every kind of fan.
Ruth! Listen, Jenna, I need to lay low for a few days.
Why? Deal so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Get 2.99% APR for 72 months on select Hyundai vehicles.
I'm the richest guy in the world. I have time to give.
I have people I can count on. And a million stories to share.
The key to being rich is knowing what counts.
The bold Louisiana flavor and crispy crunch of Popeye's signature chicken is the meal your craving deserves. And now you can get 3 pieces for just $5 and make it a meal for only $3 more.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Rain, make it, rain girl, make it.
Apartment 2B?
2B! She's definitely using that Grubhub deal from Amazon.
Oh, yeah.
Amazon Prime member, you can get $0 delivery fees on Grubhub. Eligible orders only. Terms and additional fees apply.
Target made Good and Gather for you, helping you save on tasty berries frozen at peak ripeness, ready whenever you need them. Everyday favorites at unbeatable prices. We made Good and Gather for you, only at Target.
Belugas have the IQ of a human genius.
You know what else is genius, Richard? Getting a lower rate on your auto insurance by having NerdWallet match you with top providers.
Wow. Wait, you have insurance?
The ACC tournament begins tomorrow in Charlotte with 3 games on the ACC network. First, Notre Dame and Pitt at 2 Eastern. Then Virginia Tech, Cal, and Florida State, Syracuse. The top 4 seeds get a double bye into the quarterfinals. And this ACC tournament has a lot of meaning because of what's going on right now, big picture-wise. Joe Lunardi in bracketology, right now, he only has 3 teams making it out of the ACC.
Yeah, and honestly, the ACC, everybody knows they're down this year, but at the same time, they usually have a mysterious way of clicking during the NCAA tournament.
Duke, the newly minted #1 team in the nation, on that 1 seed line at the moment. The SoCon championship game taking place here tonight, and so far it is Wofford with a lead, but he knocks down a 3.
Team celebrations, they kill me, man. I've enjoyed him. I mean, he is like a blast from the past. I mean, he dabbed a bunch of times last night. I mean, he's a guy that has a little bit of a flair to him.
He has a few in the chamber. Too little. You saw the dab yesterday. Gave you a Riz face after the 3 last time. Smith. Now Johnston, high arcing 3, it's good.
That's the thing, Charles Johnston, you cannot give this kid space. Even though he's a big player, he is a guy that can really spread the floor from 3, bringing out your traditional post players, opening up driving lanes for the rest of the team. He serves as a matchup discrepancy.
8 straight for the Paladins. Tripp lines up a 3. Money. Corey Tripp, the leading scorer for Wofford, establishes an 8-point lead.
Yeah, it was only a matter of time. Corey Tripp has been looking and hunting for his shots. They hadn't gone in like he'd want them to, but he's a volume guy. Once he sees it going once, he becomes deadly.
He with the fake, the drive, and the bucket.
He's a big body, knows how to use his size, his strength. finishing through contact there.
7 points for Heen, had 10 yesterday. Bailey. Filowich and Johnston now. Holmes. His three short. Johnston tracks it down. Furman in its third SoCon tournament championship game over the last 4 seasons as Johnston knocks down another three-pointer.
That is huge. And that's why Furman is so good. They're so deadly. You can go deep into their bench and bring out players that can impact the game.
Out of bounds. Last touch by Smith. It will stay with Wofford. Charles Johnston lighting it up from downtown.
Yeah, Johnston being available, stepping into the shot with confidence, making Wofford pay. You see here, he's a ghost screener, so he's going to be popping and looking for that action 9 times out of 10. He's been huge for the Paladins.
He's been feast or famine as of late. He had 9 points yesterday. The previous 8 games, he had 10 points combined. So he's feeling it right now. Sivills down to Jeremy Lorenz. Banging away with Garrett Heen. And that is going to be a foul as the shot clock was winding down. As Heen unhappy about that call.
Yeah, both of these guys going at each other. You can tell that they're grinders. They're coming up with stains on their shirt. They're going to be going at it the entire day. And you can see the eye contact after that, too. You know what time it is when that happens.
Lorenz gets the first on the front end of a 1-and-1. Let me ask you about that. There's a lot at stake here. How do you channel the emotions in a game like this?
Well, that's what, you know, Coach Perry was talking about as far as just the most mentally secure team is going to win this game because emotions are high. Whenever those emotions are high, it can mess you up as far as your offensive rhythm, your defensive rhythm. You have to have the resolve to stay disciplined. You have to have the ability to be unwavered in the moment.
Heen is fouled down low by Jackson Sivills, and Sivills wants to tell Heen about it. You love this. This is championship basketball, my friend.
I'm enjoying it. The competitive fire between both of these teams. Both of these teams are going at each other and letting them know that, hey, I'm not willing to back down.
Heen no good on the first. Not an exceptional shooter from the free throw line.
And I think Wofford knows that Sivills just acted like he was about to get hit by a rock as soon as he shot it. So he's trash talking by body language here.
And now both teams will head to their respective huddles as the officials huddle up for a review. It is Wofford up by 5.
Liberty. Liberty Mutual is all she talks about since we saved hundreds by bundling our home and auto insurance. Liberty.
Hey, kid. It's pronounced Bibberty.
Liberty.
Bibberty.
Liberty.
Bibberty.
Liberty.
Bibberty.
Liberty.
Now she's mocking me. Very mature.
Hey, that's enough, you two.
Hey, I'm not the one acting like a total baby.
She's 2.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, liberty, liberty. Liberty.
Your Wofford experience starts here. And like the generations who have come before, you choose where it takes you.
Let's open Copenhagen.
Experience Wofford.
Hey, Seth J. Zubin coming up at the half. SoCon's not the only ticket punch tonight. Sun Belt Championship highlights on the way at the half. What do we see in Coach here in the first half?
Coach Ferris did a great job of really denying Smith, making it hard for him to get anything. But Bob Rich is one of the elite coaches in college basketball. The guy's won 25 games 4 times at Furman. They hit a 46% win percentage prior to him getting there.
What you're seeing is my guy playing hurt with a hurt left hand and me wearing a pop of color because it's spring.
Yeah, I hurt my hand trying to get you back into the studio.
And in fact, I think the SEC tournament might be more fascinating than the actual NCAA tournament.
And Jay and Seth have some spicy takes on that.
Maybe.
Coming up at the half.
Subin Mahenti, Seth Greenberg, and Jay Williams, thank you very much. You want to chime in on that, partner?
I don't think he's wrong. I do think that the SEC tournament could be better than the NCAA. With all due respect, I mean, we're talking about prime-time premium teams. It's a gauntlet. I mean, I've seen it. I mean, the bottom teams in the SEC could be one of the top teams in the ACC.
The review, by the way, as we were going to break, that was to take a look at if there was any excessive contact following the foul against Heen. There was not ruled a common foul. Bailey gets the offensive rebound. Bailey. Now a pop. Can't hit. Johnston with a rebound. Charles Johnston and Garrett Heen have been monsters here as of late for Furman.
Yeah, Johnston has been huge. Not only is he a three-point guy, he does not mind getting physical out there.
Johnston and Heen have the last 14 points for Furman. A trip to the NCAA tournament on the line. Heen pops out for 3, missed it. Sivills with a loose change. Wofford has been in control most of the way, but Furman picking away at that lead. Straight on 3. Lorenz missing. Vanderwall, the team's leading rebounder, grabbing it.
It's been a back and forth, frenetic pace. Furman has worked extremely hard to get themselves back in this game.
Johnston and Bailey, heavy contact there, no whistle, and there's a foul against Jeremy Lorenz. And Justin Bailey, I think, is a little upset that he didn't get a call there on the screen by Johnston.
Yeah, Johnston, who has already been called for an offensive foul on the screening, you know, they're looking to see if they can manipulate that so the officials can see that. And I heard Johnston told him stop crying. I like it. Listen, man, like if you got a mullet and a temp fade, you got to have something about you. You know what I mean?
He's got an edge. Smith, that ball deflected out of bounds. It will stay with Furman. The officials tonight, Alandis Poole, Will Howard, and Jason Baker. Of course, Johnston from Australia, grew up playing cricket. A big factor in the SoCon tournament thus far. 1 to shoot. Smith pulls and hits. P.J. Smith Jr. plays beat the clock. 1 point lead for Wofford.
I love P.J. Smith's patience. He has been patient in today's game. He's not forcing it. Wofford has done a good job of trying to blanket him, but any little space that he gets, he has been able to take advantage of it. And right now, this is the momentum that Furman has been looking for in this first half.
Sivills answers on the other end.
What a response.
Sivills with 11, a 4-point lead for Wofford.
Introducing Applebee's new Big Easy menu, starting at $11.99. Applebee's new Big Easy menu. Get it while you can.
On Chewy, get a free $20 e-gift card with your first food order when you shop all the brands for any taste or any diet at prices you love, delivered fast. For low prices, for life with pets, there's Chewy.
Welcome back to Asheville, North Carolina. John Williams, these two teams trading threes.
Yeah, it's been a back and forth, and it's been extremely fun to watch. You see there, Smith on that reject off of the DHO, picking up a big-time three, and Sivills with the response. It was definitely needed and necessary for Wofford as they've seen Furman start to get themselves going from the perimeter.
Anything surprise you so far about this first half?
Not between these two teams. I mean, I believe that it was going to be a big-time, emotional, heavy rivalry, and it's definitely doing that.
Coming up on halftime with 1:40 left to go. Anderson missing the three. Loose. Back outside Anderson. Got it. You cannot give him too many chances from deep. One of the deadliest shooters in the country.
And all that was predicated by Furman fighting down in that paint area to create a second chance opportunity. Inside out, that's a high percentage three.
Furman can take a lead with a bucket. They have not led tonight until now. Charles Johnston with the three.
What a game between these two teams going at it.
Two-point edge for Furman. Tripp gets to the rim, and he's fouled.
See there, Johnston letting them know, like, I earned this mullet.
The swag alert is high thus far for Charles Johnston. Tripp sinks the first. Our ESPN NBA Wednesday doubleheader. The Western Conference leading Oklahoma City Thunder take on Jason Tatum and the Celtics at 7:30 Eastern. Then Nikola Jokic and the Nuggets host Anthony Edwards and the Timberwolves. NBA Countdown tips off our coverage at 7 Eastern. Two from Tripp tie up the game. $37 all as we approach halftime. Smith in a Bermuda triangle of defenders for a moment. He inside to Vanderwall with a slam.
I love it. Great ball movement from the Paladins, working the ball. We talk about P.J. Smith Jr. causing so much disruption just with his presence. There were three guys on him at all times, and he never stopped moving. Eventually, he gets open in the middle of the floor. A nice dump off to Vanderwall. Vanderwall with the exclamation point.
Sivills, that closes out the half. Great defense. He was also 3 of 3 from deep.
Yeah, he picked it up coming off of the bench and serving as a spark of energy for the Paladins.
Half two. NCAA tournament berth on the line as right off the bat it is a miss by Tripp and a rebound for the Paladins.
What we saw too was the Paladins go into their 1-3-1 defense, which they use in times of trying to create a little bit of separation, trying to get Wofford out of an offensive rhythm, and it worked well for him in that comeback in the first half.
3 more for P.J. Smith Jr. The tournament's leading scorer is up to 15 points. And there, a big answer from Dylan Bailey. Bailey had 14 points yesterday. Quiet first half from him.
Yeah, I love his game. I mean, at his size and what he's able to do, he competes with anyone. Does not back down at all.
Heen can't get the roll. Justin Bailey takes it away. Tripp going at Anderson. His layup attempt is good.
Remember what we talked about, Tripp being our player to watch, and what he is great at. He is fantastic at getting out in the open floor, using his body, warding off defenders, finishing at the basket.
9 points for Tripp, Wofford's leading scorer this season, and Smith is fouled, shooting a 3.
That is the attention that P.J. Smith demands. You can see that Wofford is trying to blanket him, but those screens, those handoffs, him being precise with his movement is getting them those openings, and now he's on the free throw line.
Third time in this game we've seen a three-point shooter get fouled. It's the second time that Wofford has fouled Smith from deep. He had a 4-point play earlier. As these two teams vying for a spot in the NCAA tournament. Wofford looking for their first SoCon championship since 2019, which would be their 6th overall if they win it. Meanwhile, Furman yet again vying for a SoCon championship, looking for their 8th overall. And they've been a regular here over the last few years in the SoCon tournament championship game.
Well, you know, Bob Ritchie has been Bob Ritchie for years now, and finding ways to continue to create high percentage winning basketball for the Paladins. He has been fantastic for this program.
Lobbed inside to Filowich. Great defense by Ben Vanderwall with the help.
You can see the defensive adjustments that Furman has made in this half, which is preventing Filowich from those touches. When the ball touches his hand, good things happen for the Wofford Terriers.
Smith cut off. Under 10 seconds to shoot. Smith feeds Bowser. Bowser leans in and scores.
Talk about playing well above the rim. Now, I will respect that. Being the size that he is, I mean, he got off the earth.
Thought for a second he might try to cock that thing back.
If he would have did it. I'm standing the rest of the game, brother.
Filowich double teamed at the post. Bailey, high arc 3 is good.
That is a 3 that Wofford needed. Dylan Bailey coming up big for the Terriers.
After a scoreless first half, back-to-back threes by Bailey. Nick Anderson off the mark, tipped out of bounds, back over to Wofford. And Ben Vanderwall can't believe it.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I mean, you could see Vanderwall had it, but somebody's got to push through it. The direction that the ball went.
Yeah. I think that should be Furman basketball.
Agreed.
2-point game. Paladins up. Oh, what a move by Tripp. Missed the 3, though. Twelve straight games now for P.J. Smith Jr. in double figures. As Bowser inside, off the window and in.
Bowser was plagued with foul trouble in that first half, and we didn't get to see how much he impacts the game, the interior for the Paladins. But you see now, especially off the roll actions, he's a rim runner. He can post up. He can try to get early positioning for drop steps and sets good screens.
Bailey, another three-pointer. Dylan Bailey. 3 straight threes in the second half.
Talk about coming alive for Dylan Bailey.
Smith gets fouled again, and he'll shoot 3 free throws. The tempo and the atmosphere electric in Asheville.
NWSL kickoff weekend on the networks of ESPN and ABC.
I can't believe you corporate types are still calling each other rock stars.
You're a rock star.
We're all rock stars.
Ooh, look at my data-driven insights. I'm a rock star.
Great job putting finance and HR on one platform with Workday.
Thank you.
Guys, can you keep it down? I'm working.
You people are...
Hand over the air guitar.
I've got another one.
Wherever they take you. With over 30 hotel brands, Marriott Bonvoy has a brand for every kind of fan.
So, do you, do tricks?
No, Richard, I'm a genius. I'm not doing tricks for you.
Right.
Oh, all right, fine. I'll show you one trick. Toss me your phone.
Okay, here we go. NerdWallet will find the right credit card or auto insurance for you in minutes.
Yep, just by answering a few simple questions.
Wow, smart.
Yeah, it's smart. It's genius, Richard.
Genius, Richard.
Genius!
Nerds!
Fair.
Told you you'd know the best spot.
The all-new Nissan Armada, starting at $56,520.
John, once again, the three-point shot, a calling card for both teams.
Yeah, both of these teams are on autopilot from the three-point line. And if this game has the potential to be brighter than summer clothes, I am so excited because everybody is hitting their shots. We go to so many tournaments where the nerves get a hold of you and you're not able to make the shots you're accustomed to making. And both of these teams are stepping up to the moment and understanding the implications of this game. It's either I'm here, I get to continue to play basketball, or it's Cancun on 3.
The SoCon Championship on the line. Derek Jones and John Williams with you tonight from Asheville, North Carolina, as P.J. Smith Jr. at the line for 3 free throws. That foul was picked up by Justin Bailey. That was his 3rd. If you're just joining us, Furman led for all of 45 seconds in the first half. But when the first half concluded, Furman was leading at halftime, 39-37. They've increased that lead to 4 thanks to 21 points from P.J. Smith Jr. Bailey, survey. Trip going at Vanderwall. Outside, Lorenz, high arcing 3, grazes the rim. Taken by Tom House.
Another big defensive possession for the Paladins. Really, Wofford struggled to get the ball in the interior, which is their identity. Everybody knows that that is what they do, and they have not been able to get Filowich the touches that he is accustomed to getting.
He's been quiet for a minute now in this game. No question about that. Vanderwall, the kick to the corner. Heen 3. That's an air ball. And a loose ball foul on the way against Furman.
Yeah, and let me tell you, Dylan Bailey knows how to draw a foul. You are not at the Division I level. I mean, he's 6'2", 180 or whatever, but at the same time, he still is considered a little guy out there. He's got little guy energy and can be a pest out there on the defensive end.
He helped draw the second foul against Charles Johnston. Four-point lead for the Paladins. Filowich banging away down low, and he'll go to the line for a pair.
Yeah, that's the first time Filowich has gotten a touch in a while, and something positive comes out of it. He gets 2 free shots. Continue to try to find a way to get themselves into contention against this Furman Paladin group.
Kyler Filowich has labored from the free throw line this season, 31% on the year. He has not made multiple free throws in a game since mid-February. Bronson in, Anderson in as well. Smith will presumably get a cup of coffee on the bench. In other words, a brief rest.
Yeah, the guy has been moving. He's been active the entire time, constantly moving, whether on the ball, off the ball. He has been huge for Furman in their comeback.
Filowich misses both. So he comes up empty on that trip. Nearly steals the basketball there as Anderson and Filowich come our way. Did you see your light flashing before your eyes?
I just got my guard up. I mean, Filowich, even though he's in good shape, he's still got a big back on him, man, and that's a lot of weight with that. I don't need that coming in my direction, so I went ahead and got my quads and knees ready to be able to use that to keep him off of me.
Well, you're bigger than I am, but he's 6'9", 250. So
yeah, exactly.
I understand the concern.
It would have been all legs.
2 to shoot for Anderson. Got it.
Anderson, who has been quiet in today's game, but has hit some big shots when the opportunity has presented itself for him.
Largest lead of the game for the Paladins. To the post for Filowich. Chased off the ball and a foul.
He's got to be careful.
It'll be Cooper Bowser who picks up the foul. That's his third.
Yeah. See, he never gave up on the double team play. Definitely see he's upset. He thought he got all ball in that possession.
The fans are upset as well.
Oh, yeah.
Filowich against Bowser. Outside, another Bailey three. Missed it this time. Tipped by Holmes. Grabbed momentarily by Bronson out of bounds. Back to Wofford.
And that is what Wofford does when they are at their best, creating second chance opportunities for themselves, crashing the boards, winning the 50-50 battles. Almost looks like it went out on Wofford there.
Another bang-bang play working in favor of the Terriers. Bailey stumbling for a moment. Able to find Holmes. 5 seconds to shoot. Bailey contested three and a foul called against Tom House.
You see what I'm saying, right? Like, Bailey didn't get to this level without being a high IQ guy, without being a guy that knows how to manipulate opportunities, get fouls, get to the free throw line, finding different ways to put the ball in the basket. And this time he's putting it in the basket at the free throw line.
House thought Bailey went into him and should not have been called for the foul. Instead, it's 3 free throws here for Dylan Bailey. Gets a second. We have you covered on Selection Sunday. It starts at 6 Eastern with SportsCenter on ESPN. Reese Davis and the guys look at the men's field of 68 as the brackets are announced, followed by bracketology. At 8 Eastern, the women's field of 68 is revealed with bracketology and a complete breakdown at 9 on ESPN2. A wonderful time of year for college hoops fans, but how about that? Joe Lenardi in bracketology has Furman, if they win this game, locked in at a 15 seed.
So 20, if they win, 26 wins. Oh my gosh.
Cooper Bowser logs into the chat. Wow.
Oh my goodness. You felt that?
I felt it.
My goodness, that is big boy energy right there. Those are those situations that you got to have, especially when you see Wofford trying to get some momentum. But he just went into his toolbox and let all the Terriers know it's hammer time.
Bowser finishes off the three-point play. When he shoots, he gets his money's worth. 64% shooter on the year, the best for Furman. Typically, it's at point-blank range. Trip to kick for Flynn. Got it.
Talk about a response.
Three-point lead. And a steal. Good hands by Lorenz. Lorenz, Euro, and a foul on Cooper Bowser. And that should be Bowser's fourth.
Talk about Wofford's defense, shooting the gaps against that horns action, getting all the way to the basket, drawing a foul. You talk about this is what Wofford needs. They need to get defensive stops. They need to get stop clock. They need to get to the free throw line. They are their most impactful when they are playing in the interior and getting fast break opportunities.
Jeremy Lorenz gets the first. One of the key reserves for this Wofford team, Charles Johnston, back into the game. So Bowser heads out with 4 fouls. Lorenz gets both. So that's big because Bowser is not only a presence on the offensive side, but he's also the team's leading shot blocker.
Yeah, so the Red Sea opens up when he is out of the game.
What a shot by Nick Anderson.
What are we watching here, man? I mean, this is high-level basketball. I really do think Lenardi needs to go back and take a look and make sure he's watching this game right now.
Lorenz to the rim and one.
Jeremy Lorenz, impact player coming off the bench right here. His pump fake has meanings. Nice rip going into the chest of Smith and finishing strong at the basket.
Jeremy Lorenz shooting one. Foul picked up by P.J. Smith Jr. That's number 2 on Smith. And he gets the rebound and gets fouled by Kamari Holmes. Kamari Holmes, his first team foul. A 2-point lead for the Furman Paladins. But foul trouble becoming a factor potentially. Johnston has 3, Bowser out with 4. Anderson, he gets fouled and hits it.
My goodness, what are we watching, sir?
High-level basketball in Asheville.
High-level basketball. This is what we are seeing today. Both teams are competing at a high level. Here, Smith, Anderson takes the contact, gets the and one. He's heading to the line.
Meet Coach Niel Ivey, the very definition of a player's coach. Coach Ivey takes care of the talent on her team the same way you take care of the talent on yours. Let our expertise round out yours.
Your pride and joy is measured in acres. Keep them looking their best with versatile Sidekick utility vehicles, professional-grade mowers for a professional cut, and the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S.
You can fit a lot of vacation into a weekend. Book your next weekend getaway with Vrbo.
And Doug.
You'll be back! Emus can't help people customize and save hundreds on car insurance with Liberty Mutual. You're just a flightless bird!
No, he's a dreamer, Frank.
Well, I'll be. That bird really did it.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Target made Good and Gather for you, helping you save on tasty berries frozen at peak ripeness, ready whenever you need them. Everyday favorites at unbeatable prices. We made Good and Gather for you, only at Target.
It's happening again. Bracket brain. Rounds, regions, and seeds, all that you can see. Bracket brain. Tournament sites appearing at every turn. That's bracket brain. There's only one thing to do when bracket brain hits us all. Tap into the #1 bracket game and play ESPN Tournament Challenge.
4-point lead for Furman in the SoCon championship game. Nick Anderson, after a slow start, has heated up here. He has 10.
Pretty Nicky is what they call him. I mean, he is one of those guys, man, you wouldn't think you saw him dressed up that he could give you 30 out here. You know, you look at this picture right here, man's face is manicured out here. And he's out here cooking back, folks.
Anderson at the line. He arrived to Furman by way of Division II Barry University. Played 4 years there, misses the free throw, and then picks up the foul. But Anderson has been one of the monster reasons why they're in this spot. He also, while he was at Barry University, his coach was former Furman head coach Butch Estes.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Coach Bob Ritchie recruits from people that he's comfortable with, people that he knows. It's a relationship thing. It's why they've been able to build not just a team, a program.
Tripp misses the free throw, grabbed by Smith. Keep an eye on the fouls. Furman already up to 17 fouls, and we haven't reached the midway point of this half.
You know it with the level of defense that both of these teams are going to play. There were going to be some fouls.
Crossover by Smith. Floater, no good. Loose ball foul coming up. And there was a collision inside. Heen is banged up. Lorenz is banged up as well.
Yeah, a lot of extracurricular going on down there. Incidental, you can see it, but a lot of movement. Johnston pushed in the back. He had positioning. And that has been Furman's story. They've done a good job of winning the boards.
Johnston missing this time. That was a chain reaction collision there. 3 players knocked around there. Bailey tries to slip by Johnston. Can't do it. Sivills leaning and score.
Jackson Sivills is a big boy. What he does is he uses his weight against a smaller Anderson, goes right into his chest, puts him in a tough decision on whether to foul or let him take the lay.
The Murray State transfer up to 13 points. Smith fires, missed the three. Lorenz with the rebound.
There's a shoe missing.
We've seen this a couple times in the SoCon tournament.
Think about how hard these kids have been playing. They do not mind it.
Reverse layup by Justin Bailey leads to a foul. That'll be picked up by Garrett Heen. Bailey to the line for two.
Yeah, as Wofford has struggled to find their offensive rhythm, one thing that has helped them has been their ability to manipulate fouls and get to the free throw line.
Justin Bailey at the line, shooting two.
Justin Bailey, 1 point away from 1,000 for his career, and there it is. 1,000 points in the career of Justin Bailey. Solid defender, excellent guard play for this Wofford team as he achieves a milestone, hoping that his team can grab the SoCon championship. He ties it up.
People don't understand. I know that people are in school a lot longer, but 1,000 points is a big deal. And what a time frame to get it in the championship of the SoCon.
Anderson, room for three, no good. Filowich high in the air for a rebound. Bailey, bumped by Anderson on the attack, and a foul against Nick Anderson.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of different players. Sivills. We've seen Bailey go at Anderson. They have a bit more weight to him, and so they've tried to use him in isolations, attacking him, going right at him, and seeing if they could draw a foul.
Bailey good on the first. That's the first lead for Wofford since it was 35-34 with just about 90 seconds left to go in the first half. And one of the things about that, there's a lot of Wofford fans here. They've been quiet for a minute, and now the noise will come back on their side as their team has regained the lead. And Smith, running through the lane, got fouled.
Yeah, you knew that they were going to call that. Luke Flynn, understanding that Smith does not need to get the ball, and he had a slight edge after that screen where he was going to flash up and see if he could get an open three. And everybody knows P.J. Smith's clutch ability, what he's capable of doing, especially how he can calm a crowd all the way down due to him giving people daggers consistently.
Smith now has made 42 consecutive free throws. He's been perfect in the SoCon tournament. One more will tie this game. Shooting into the sea of purple, he knocks it down.
The back and forth has been incredible.
Filowich drops it off for Flynn. Filowich against Johnston, banks it home, and then gives a little flex.
Yeah, that's one of the few times we have seen Filowich really get the space he needed.
Charles Johnston wide open.
You love to see it. The back and forth continues between two of these teams, not willing to give in.
Charles Johnston averages 5 points per game. He has 12. Flynn will pop. Got it.
This is crazy, man.
2-point lead for the Terriers. Both teams in the bonus rest of the way. Smith tries to counter. No good. Sivills with a board. Bailey lines it up and knocks it down.
What a great flare screen action. Wofford is one of the more complete offenses in the SoCon Conference and did a great job of running their sets, staying disciplined, setting good screens, getting open shots.
All 15 of Dylan Bailey's points in the second half, and Ben Vanderwall left all alone for an easy layup.
That is because of P.J. Smith Jr. and what he brings to the table. He demands attention. He demands eyes. He demands bodies on him at all times. And it's going to open up opportunities for the rest of his team.
Justin Bailey launches and hits. They'll review it at the next stop.
What a time to be alive when you get to see this type of basketball. High-level basketball. I'll say this is a high-level conference. People have to stop sleeping on how good this conference is.
Anderson off the mark, the rebound grabbed by Sivills. If you are tuning in and you look at the seeds and it says 5 and 6, that is a misrepresentation of what these two teams are as basketball clubs. Excellent teams. Sivills going at Johnston and a foul. Back and forth shot making here in Asheville, John.
It has been a stampede of buckets for the Wofford Terriers. Hitting shot after shot, knocking down threes during the clutch moments of this game. It's been huge.
We're here at Blackberry Friday, where everyone wants the unique taste of new Dr. Pepper Blackberry.
Full Dr. Pepper!
The sweet blackberry flavor.
It's the most succulent taste I've ever tasted.
Attention, shoppers. Hurry up. It's delicious.
Really?
Bye. Thanks for coming. Have a one-of-a-kind day. Hurry and try new Dr. Pepper Blackberry.
It's a pepper thing!
This combo meal's got combinations. Make this thing your own creation. Entree, drink, and choice of sides. Oh, and it's free to swap fries. BK, have it your way.
You know what's brilliant? Boring. Think about it.
Boring makes vacations happen.
Early retirement's possible.
And startups start up.
That's why PNC Bank strives to be boring with your money. The pragmatic, calculated kind of boring.
You see, total fun.
Rain, make it rain, girl, make it.
Apartment 2B?
2B. She's definitely using that Grubhub deal from Amazon.
Oh, yeah.
Amazon Prime member, you can get $0 delivery fees on Grubhub. Eligible orders only. Terms and additional fees apply.
The bold Louisiana flavor and crispy crunch of Popeye's signature chicken is the meal your craving deserves. And now you can get 3 pieces for just $5 and make it a meal for only $3 more. Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Target made Good and Gather for you, helping you save on sparkling waters in tastes you'll love. Made with natural flavors in fantastic combinations. We made Good and Gather for you, only at Target.
Scheffler trying to go back to back to back. No one's ever done that in players' history.
Wyndham Clark playing big again. A gorgeous day for golf. PGA Tour Live and ESPN Plus Megawatt Trio.
Derek Jones and John Williams with you, and it is a fantastic event here at the SoCon Championship game. So to clean this up, the shot that was under review heading into the stoppage has been confirmed as a three-pointer, and that adds up to what we're seeing here tonight, John. 13 of 25 for Wofford, 11 of 25 for Furman. Both teams exceptional from 3.
Yeah, when you are shooting the ball like they are at a high clip, it makes for great basketball. It's been balanced, though. They've also been able to get the ball in the interior. It is opening up the lanes for driving, for post entries. You have to have it all.
Jackson Sivills able to extend the lead to 7. And this is trended away from Furman here over the last few minutes. What's been the difference?
The defensive intensity from Wofford. They've been able to circulate a handful of stops and then just being clutch, being able to make those big moment shots that they needed to get themselves back into the game.
Bowser with 4 fouls, draws a foul. He'll go to the line for a pair. Sivills was right there down low. And that's number 3 on Sivills.
Yeah, and I would have liked for Bowser to just go ahead and just dunk it. I mean, I feel like his name dominates. His name presents that. And so that's one of those ones where I think he was ready for the contact instead of trying to see the ball through and making up his mind and dunking that bad boy.
Bowser's first is good. Free throws, a critical factor down the stretch potentially for both teams. 2 from Bowser. The lead down to 6.
You can see Furman going back to their 1-3-1 zone. They've had a ton of success in that in today's game.
Entry pass, nearly stolen by Vanderwall. Again, excellent help, but he couldn't keep it in bounds for the Paladins.
Yeah, that was a great drop from Vanderwall. You could even see when he got the ball, he even fist bumped it to try to keep it alive.
Wofford has hit on 7 straight field goals. The 1-3-1 catch and shoot by Bailey, missed a 3. Vanderwall with a rebound.
And that's what that 1-3-1 presents. Got to take low percentage shots in the corner. There's a closeout coming at you from a Paladin with range and length.
Smith. Now Heen. Heen looks for help, finds it. Heen set up for 3. Got it. Another red space and another 3 for Garrett Heen.
Garrett Heen with the stale face. I love it. He's here to compete.
They were apart. Speaking of Heen, Ben Vanderwall as well, a part of the last team that went to the NCAA tournament. They want to go back. Bailey misses. Filowich with a rebound and a foul that will be against the Paladins and P.J. Smith.
Yeah, and I know that that's a foul or whatever, and I know that they're sending Filowich to the line, but at the end of the day, look at this big shot from Heen. At the end of the day, is that foul on Filowich a bad thing?
31% from the line, hits the free throw. He might have hurt you.
He might have hurt me, but I'm telling you, it could be a strategy for Furman to continue to get stop clock and the ball back in their possession.
2 in a row from Filowich, and the crowd explodes.
Every time he makes a free throw, they're going to go crazy.
From Winnipeg, Manitoba, the Canadian sinks 2 and a foul on Anderson as Sivills picks up his 4th foul. That will send Anderson to the free throw line.
And it's bound to happen. I mean, Wofford has really tried to do the job on Anderson on pushing him away, as far away from the three-point line as possible when he's getting his dribble handoff or his chase actions. It's been tough for him.
Anderson, an 87% shooter from the line. Gets the first of a 1-and-1. Champ Week continues tonight with the West Coast Conference semifinals. Pepperdine and St. Mary's in the first game at 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific on ESPN, with San Francisco and Gonzaga at 11:30 Eastern, 8:30 Pacific on ESPN2. St. Mary's and Gonzaga, the dominant teams in the West Coast Conference. The championship game tomorrow night. Two from Anderson. Three-point game. Filowich threw it away. Right to Vanderwall. Smith on the run. The feed to Heen. Blocked by Filowich. Kept alive. Bailey steamrolls Ben Vanderwall. That's an offensive foul.
It's been back and forth, back and forth. Both teams putting on defensive stands. You see here, Filowich with the nasty block, keeping it alive. But then you see Vanderwall sacrificing his body, taking the charge, and giving his Paladins another possession.
Vanderwall. Now Anderson. Three-point game. Wofford trying to hold on. Long three by Anderson. Misses the mark. Tipped out of bounds over to Wofford.
Anderson trying to get that dagger in. We have seen Wofford really struggle against this 1-3-1 zone that Bob Ritchie likes to implement in, especially in times of urgency.
Tripp threw it away wide of Flynn. So back-to-back possessions here where we've seen not the best of passing from the Terriers, John.
Yeah, it has not been. And we talk about that 1-3-1 again. I mean, the length. I mean, they put Heen at the top. He's 6'9", long arms, uses that length, that width, and creates a lot of problems for primary point guards who may be undersized.
Furman is one three-pointer away from tying the tournament record for made threes in a tournament that was set in 23 by Chattanooga. Let's see. A timeout called on the floor. We'll catch you up when we come back. Wofford up by 3 in the SoCon Championship. ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Principal. Let's build a retirement and benefits plan that works for your team.
Meet Coach Niele Ivey. She's an expert in many things. Master motivator, savvy strategist, and the very definition of a player's coach. One thing she's not an expert in, quantum physics, which is why she recruited Sierra.
You're up.
Ace academic advisor. Coach Ivey takes care of the talent on her team the same way you take care of the talent on yours. Let our expertise round out yours.
Comcast Business helps turn the Players' Championship into a ticketless ticketing, multi-shot tracking, birdie putt obsessing, swag securing, global broadcast orchestrating.
Will Billy be a winning?
Easy, Rich. No jinxing.
Tee-shot mashing.
Absolutely thrilling.
Game-changing golf experience. Powering the connectivity of the Players' Championship. Comcast Business.
Wherever they take you. With over 30 hotel brands, Marriott Bonvoy has a brand for every kind of fan.
Seth and Zubin in the studio. America, a great story brewing in the CAA. Delaware could win 5-5 and make the dance after winning 5 in conference play alone, Seth.
They lost the last 6 in the end of the season, and they have 1 game away from making the NCAA tournament. This is what March is all about. But if you're the CAA, do you want your best team playing in the postseason, or do you want a team that's earned it through the tournament?
Augustus Marciulionis is the West Coast Conference Player of the Year. They also have the West Coast Conference Coach of the Year in Randy Bennett, and Mitchell Saxon's the Defensive Player of the Year. Swept the awards. Can they sweep through the wave? We'll find out. That's next.
See?
Thank you, Zubin. The West Coast Conference Tournament rolling on after this. St. Mary's and Gonzaga, they've been the dominant teams in the WCC. They've won the championship every year since 2008.
Yeah, I mean, it's just those two. I mean, it's storied at this point. Everybody knows what it's going to be, and hope that that conference at some point finds a way to make something happen and get some changes going in there.
Speaking of making it happen, Garrett Heen cuts it to a one-point game.
Heen is excited, and rightfully so. I mean, this run that Furman has been able to make, this emotion that we're seeing from this team, especially Heen, being the lifeblood of this Furman Paladin program, is definitely proving true.
Forgive me, Father. I think I got away with something I shouldn't have. I got a brand new Hyundai for only...
Oh. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 2.99% APR for 72 months on select Hyundai vehicles. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
When choosing the right gear to cut, trim, or mow your yard, Ace has all the power you need to get the job done right. Because gas or battery, your local Ace is the destination with the best power brands all under one roof, like Steel, Ego, Milwaukee, and Toro. And with free assembly and delivery or ready for pickup in 15 minutes. Conquering your outdoor projects has never been easier. Around the block, what you need in stock, with service so good it's guaranteed.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Ever since they got DirecTV, they don't miss a game. Not the opening pitch, not even the pregame flyover.
Bobby, look! It's baseball season in America, baby.
You know those geese are Canadian, right?
They've got baseball there, too.
What are we doing today, Coach?
So, today, we're going to work on our checking on...
Sorry, I heard checking.
I meant checking on how we can help save our customers money on their car insurance.
Always wanted to do that.
Switch and save. Get more with Geico.
It's time to get one of America's premier tournaments underway.
This is Champ Week.
Hungry dogs fight harder this time of the year. Thunderous! Oh my goodness! Wow! Do you believe? The passion is incredible. This is as March as it gets.
Champ Week continues through March 16th on ESPN and ESPN+.
The SoCon Championship on the line. The winner heads to the NCAA tournament. Wofford trying to get back to the big dance for the first time since 2019. Meanwhile, Furman looking for their second SoCon title in 3 years. The shooting has been elite from downtown for both sides. P.J. Smith Jr., 23 points. 4 3-pointers, but the balance of Wofford, one of the reasons why they're clinging to a 1-point lead. Trip inside, Lorenz turned it over.
Big stop. That 1-3-1 is just proving difficulties for Wofford. Struggle to get themselves going offensively.
Vanderwall with the drop for Smith. Smith on the attack, backs it in for the lead.
It's just silly. P.J. Smith Jr. has been playing this game like it's EA Sports. I mean, it is just easy for him.
Nearly stolen, it is stolen. Smith there again.
That 1-3-1, man. It's a problem.
The lob for Bowser. Bowser falling away to Anderson. Money!
Yikes. My goodness. It has been so fun to watch this game.
And another steal. 9-0 run for the Paladins. The last thing that Wofford head coach Dwight Perry told his team in shoot-around today, the team that is mentally toughest will win, as Smith misses a three and the rebound taken. As Tripp inside, Filowich off the window and in. A timeout called by Wofford, and their mental toughness is under a test right now. The Paladins lead it by 2.
The Queen is here!
The Royal Jewels. Presenting Tyson lightly breaded boneless chicken bites. Always been Tyson.
You'll be back! Emus can't help people customize and save with Liberty Mutual.
Well, I'll be.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Nick Anderson and the Furman Paladins lead the SoCon Championship game by 2. Yet again, slow first half, active second half for one of the best three-point shooters around.
Yeah, he's just been constant in Bob Ritchie's system and hunting his shots. I mean, he has played extremely well. I mean, constant movement. He's been misdirecting the defense, creating a ton of confusion, finally getting the daylight that he's been looking for this entire game, and has paid true every time he's gotten the opportunity to take the shot.
How about yesterday in the 20-point win for Wofford against VMI? For a large majority of the game until late in the second half, they had just 1 turnover. They've had 6 turnovers in the last 4 minutes of this game.
That's huge, because one thing Coach Perry talked about was controlling your controllables. That's a controllable. With Wofford not being an extremely fast team, they shoot themselves in the foot when they make turnovers, because then it puts their transition defense to the test. And they don't want to do that. They would rather it be in a half-court situation. If they're going to do transition, it needs to be for them in the offensive end.
Smith to the rim, hangs in the air, can't score. Filowich with a loose ball. Tripp on the attack against Bowser, cut off, set up Sivills 3, got it!
Oh, my heart rate, bro. I can feel it.
Back and forth again. Wofford up 1, approaching 1 minute left to go with an NCAA tournament trip in the balance. Smith down to 5 to shoot. Smith, 2, fires, no good. Oh, that's a shot clock violation. It got tipped up through the net and went in. Obviously, that will not count.
We talked about this game coming down to possessions. Who can take care of the ball? Who can take advantage of the moment that's given to them? The back and forth has been outstanding.
This play is under review.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this reminder for the safety of the
They'll take a look at this last sequence.
Off the playing floor at the conclusion of the game. Friends and families will be allowed on the court after the conclusion of the award ceremony. As soon as the game is over, please.
And the other thing they're probably going to look at to see how much time is on the clock, what's happening there as well. Because I think these officials know every second counts in a game like this.
And this is a tricky call because you have to look at where that ball was when it hit his hand. I can't remember the last time I saw a ball get tipped up through the net and then go back in.
Yeah, I haven't seen that before.
Two timeouts left for Furman. One timeout left for Wofford in the SoCon championship game.
Game clock adjusted to 55 seconds.
They've changed the game clock to 55 seconds. It will be Wofford basketball. So they get the stop by forcing the violation. Double bonus both ways.
You can see here, Furman's going back to their man-to-man defense. Getting out of that 1-3-1. Understanding that they don't want to give anything free.
Trip, it's foul.
These are big free throws for Corey Tripp.
Number 3 on Heen.
Nice 1-2 crossover. Going right into the teeth of the defense, absorbing the contact, drawing the foul. Now he's got to make sure he takes care of the free throws.
An 81% shooter from the line, gets the first. Tom House back in the game. Keep an eye on him. He can knock it down from deep. 2 from Tripp. 3-point lead for Wofford.
See, Wofford making sure they got 3 shooters out there on the floor, but also 3 players that can knock down free throws if needed.
Anderson launches. No good. Bowser tracks it down. Smith fires. That's no good. Grabbed by Bailey, who is fouled with 27.9 left.
And that's huge. One thing that Wofford was discussing, one thing that they talked about right before that last free throw from Corey Tripp was no threes. No threes. Win the possession. Box out. Get the stop. Do not foul. Now they've earned themselves another chance at the line.
Justin Bailey, a 78% shooter on the year from the line. 4 of 5 from the stripe, make it 5 of 6 tonight. From Bailey, 9-0 run for the Terriers. Smith loses the grip outside the house, tries a 3, no good, and a loose ball foul against Garrett Heen.
You see there, that's a possession that the Paladins needed. Felt like they were a little impatient there in getting that shot up, understanding that time is of the essence, but at the same time, got to get something a little bit better than that shot that far away from the three-point line.
Garrett Heen has fouled out.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you right now, that defense from Wofford was stifling. That small deflection gave the defense enough time to recover on House where he didn't get the pass that he was looking for. It was a great play. He would have been open if there wasn't a deflection.
A balanced scoring attack by the Terriers. The first is in from Sivills. From Sivills.
A career
high 20 points for Jackson Sivills.
Every point was needed.
Smith inside, lays it in. Quick two. Into Justin Bailey, who gets fouled by Charles Johnston. Johnston has now fouled out. And now for tonight's Experts at Work play of the game, brought to you by Principal.
Yes, Sivills has been the Grim Reaper for the Furman Paladins. Just putting a nail in the coffin on that last three.
A career night for Jackson Sivills. Meanwhile, Justin Bailey, excellent as well, hits the first. From Bailey, a timeout called by Wofford. They make 8 straight free throws to increase the lead to 7 with 11.3 seconds left to go. A team that was not favored to win the SoCon heading into this tournament is on the doorstep of a historic moment.
Here's the thing, I will say, most teams do not know, most people do not know what Wofford and Furman, what these teams are capable of. Go off the analytics, you watch a sheet of paper, and you just automatically put them in a category. But if you have watched these teams play, you've watched Wofford get after it, and how they play the game the right way, how they execute, how they are disciplined on both ends of the floor, you would understand why both of these teams are where they are. You would understand why Wofford has this slim lead that they have over Furman. These are great teams.
The #1 seed had won the SoCon tournament 7 straight years. That streak ended yesterday when Chattanooga was eliminated. The last time the SoCon tournament champion was not in some way, shape, or form either the #1 seed or a team that shared the regular season title was 2014 when Wofford won the SoCon. Into Smith with 10 seconds. Ahead to Anderson. Anderson fires a 3. That's no good. The rebound by Justin Bailey. The Wofford Terriers are best in show.